Welcome, everyone. Today, we're tackling a scenario that might cause a mini heart attack. Forgetting your Palo Alto Firewall password. But don't panic, I've got you covered. We'll start with an introduction. Discuss why password security is a big deal. Understand common scenarios when a reset is needed. And finally, walk you through the steps. By the end, you'll be resetting passwords like a pro. No more frantic Googling. I'm Emma Grace, an IAM expert with 10+ years of hands-on experience designing and deploying identity solutions that scale. I specialize in helping organizations implement secure, user-friendly access controls that reduce risk, meet compliance, and support growth without adding complexity. Let's start with the basics. Palo Alto Firewall is your knight in shining armor against cyber threats. It's a next-gen firewall with strong security features, keeping your network safe from attackers. Plus, it has a user-friendly interface. So even if technology isn't your best friend, this firewall makes security management much easier. Bottom line, if your company cares about cybersecurity, this is a must-have. Why should you care about password security? Well, imagine leaving your house unlocked. Chances are, you'll return to find a party you didn't host. Weak passwords invite hackers in, exposing sensitive data and threatening network integrity. That's why strong password practices are essential. No more password 123. Let's level up our security game. We've all been there, staring at the login screen, desperately trying passwords from 5 years ago. Forgot your password, locked out after too many failed attempts, or maybe your account was compromised. Whatever the case, resetting your Palo Alto Firewall password is the way forward. It's not just about recovering access. It's about maintaining security. Now, let's get hands-on. Accessing the Firewall Console is your first step. You can connect via SSH or use the console port directly. Just make sure you have admin privileges, and don't forget to check connectivity. You wouldn't want to spend an hour troubleshooting, only to realize the firewall wasn't even plugged in. Welcome to maintenance mode, a secret backdoor for troubleshooting. You'll reboot the firewall and interrupt the boot sequence to access recovery options. If done right, you'll feel like a hacker in a movie. But in reality, you're just following the manual. From here, we move to the factory reset options. Time to wipe the slate clean. Selecting the factory reset option means everything gets erased. So double-check that this is what you want. Your firewall will revert to default settings, and once confirmed, it's like giving it a fresh start. Consider it a spa day for your firewall. And now, the moment of truth, the reboot. Hit that restart button and watch the firewall go through its boot sequence. When it's up and running, do a quick functionality check. If everything looks good, congratulations, you're now ready to log in and set things up. All right, now that your firewall is back to life, you'll use the default login credentials, usually admin with a preset password. But here's the golden rule. ***, change that password immediately. ***, leaving default credentials is like leaving your house keys on the doorstep. It's just asking for trouble. Final step, setting a new password. Make it strong. Mix uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols. Bonus points if you enable multi-factor authentication. And yes, document it securely. Don't write it on a sticky note attached to your monitor. You're now officially firewall ready. All right, folks. Ever hit undo on a document? This is like that, but for your entire system. First, we find the last known good configuration. Think of it as your tech time machine. Then, we access restore options and recover settings from a backup. Finally, we double-check to make sure nothing funny is going on, because the last thing we need is restoring trouble instead of peace. Imagine your firewall as the bouncer at a VIP party. First, we check if our bouncer is even awake. Then we ensure the guest list, our security rules, are properly set. Next, we test how much access outsiders have, because we don't want uninvited guests sneaking in. Finally, we peek into security logs for any shady business. Keep that firewall sharp, folks. Passwords, our secret handshake with technology. First, we craft strong passwords. Not something like password 123. Seriously, don't. Multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security. Because one lock is good, but two is better. Regular updates prevent old keys from causing trouble. And of course, never share passwords. Because sharing may be caring, but not when it comes to cybersecurity. Troubleshooting, it's detective work for tech. First, we play detective and pinpoint the source of the issue. Then, like the classic turn it off and on again trick, we restart affected systems. Checking for updates ensures old bugs don't keep haunting us. Finally, we dive into error logs, because every mystery comes with clues. Think of security as a fortress. We need strong walls and watchful guards. Access controls keep unauthorized users out, while encryption keeps secrets safe. Regular audits ensure nothing slips through the cracks. And lastly, cybersecurity education. Because an informed team is your best defense. Knowledge is power, folks. And that's a wrap. We covered everything from restoring settings to cybersecurity best practices. Remember, proactive security beats reactive panic any day. Keep your systems updated, stay alert, and don't fall for phishing scams. Cyber threats evolve, so should our defenses. Stay smart, stay safe. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.